And we're live. Okay, good. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I cannot believe you're here.
I can't either. What?
You guys you're in for a treat. You are in for a treat. I have known this amazing woman who is to my right for, gosh, how many years? About
It's like 20.
No, not that many. We're not.
Yes,
No, not that. So, gosh, 2005-ish. What is that?
Well,
Anyways, it's been a little while.
It's been a long
Over
time.
10 years. But I am excited to be here because she was on watching, she popped on one of my live stream, which she never does because she's so busy. She popped on one of my live stream and she's like, hey, how far do you live from San Marcos, which is where we lived? And I'm like, it's my town. She's literally visiting friends a mile away. And I said, I'm going to grab you. We're going to hang out. We're going to fellowship, but I'm also going to get you on video. You know why? You know why I want to get her on video? Because she's one of the best team builders I've ever met. She is an amazing leader. She knows how to run corporate, but she also knows how to build big teams. And she's got an amazing story on the teams that she's built for many, 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 many years. But she also is a mom of 7 and a great grandma, if you can believe that. Does she look like a great grandma?
No.
But she's not just a great grandma, are you?
No.
She's a great.
Great.
Which I don't even know how that's physically possible.
Yeah.
So I am sitting with Janine Avila. Thank you for being here.
Oh, I'm excited.
And today, she was telling us a story at lunch today that, here, come over here.
Okay.
Just tell me if I got bad breath because you're going to be, I'm sorry if I do. You're just going to have to bear it out.
Yeah.
So she was telling me a story that I want you to hear because one of the things that I've noticed a lot of you are not doing is you follow up with people, but you think you're bugging, you think you're being pushy. Well, today I have someone that has built big businesses on being very persistent with the right people to bless them with their product and or business, or just building the relationships. And so I've got Janine Avila, and we've only got a few minutes with you today, but I want to have her talk about follow-up.
Follow-up and follow-up.
So thanks for being here with us.
You know, and it's like the old cliche, the fortune's in the follow-up, and everybody knows that. But how do you do that? And a lot of people kind of got lulled into thinking with all the technology, follow-up's easier. But for my world, when I talk about follow-up, I'm talking about your voice on the phone with respect and timing, keeping your word. If you find out how people want to be followed up with, that's the respect part.
There you go.
And you just ask them. How do I know you ask them? And I was telling Kim and Tom a story about a great relationship that I've been greatly blessed with over the years with Les Brown. And I've had people ask me, how did you get to know him? And I actually love telling the story because when he met me, he handed me his card and he said, this is my phone number. And he said, don't let me forget you. Promise me you'll call me. And he said, and I'm hard to get a hold of, so you're going to have to work hard at it, which I was happy to do that because I love to work persistently to get a hold of people.
And wait, for the few of you out there, Les Brown is one of the all-time speaker, trainers, keynote speakers in the world.
That's true.
Like probably one of my greatest mentors of all time back in many years ago. So
yeah. When I met him, I just went because I want to thank him for the contribution he had made to my life. Just me listening to his tapes. I didn't know it was going to turn into this, but he said, stay in touch with me and don't let me forget you. And he gave it to me. And I was telling this story recently because I remember when I was calling him, I called him not once, not twice, not 3. I called him 37 times. And he didn't answer, and he's super busy. And I think part of the secret to it is when he finally called me back, he didn't even know who I was anymore. And he said, who are you? And we had this great conversation, and that was the beginning of our relationship, friendship, where we just stay in touch with each other. But the most powerful thing about the story I think that I want to share with people is sometimes people call me, this probably happens to you, and they leave me these annoying messages, and they're like, okay, this is the 3rd time I've called you. That is not inspiring. It doesn't motivate me to want to call back. In fact, it makes me not want to call back. And so it works the opposite, because when you make it about them and about you keeping your word, and as Tom told you, I am a great grandmother. And the thing about that is I'm old school. When I started and you know, I cut my teeth in Tupperware back in the old day. And we didn't have answering machines and we didn't have voicemail. So when we needed to call people, it was on us. When we called them, it was my responsibility to keep calling them until I got them. So I still practice that way, but I don't leave annoying messages. And I try to leave fun messages. I try to leave messages, things I know about them and creative, but I almost always say, I'll call you back. Don't worry about calling me back. I'll call you back. You told me you wanted this. I remind them. And then I just say, I'll call you back. And then I keep track. And I keep, you know, I have all the technology, I have all that, but nothing beats keeping your word, paying attention and being persistent and leaving fun, entertaining messages that when people hear your message, they want to call you back.
But what about bugging people? I hear my clients say all the time, speak to that one. But I don't want them to not like me if I call them too much, or I don't want to bug them, or I don't want to be pushy, or I don't want to be a salesman.
So
what do you think about that?
So that comes from when you're being pushy or bugging them is because you don't know what they want. And so you just don't be. You keep their best interest in mind, their best interest, and in a fun, informative, easy way, you let them know.
Wow, we have an amazing person. We have some amazing Jen Springer's on here today. Wow, I feel honored, Jen. Good to see you.
Yeah.
So you don't feel like you're bugging people, and that's how you built your teams and network marketing as well for years.
Same, always. And it was like I find out what they want, not what I want, what they want. And when you come from your heart and your intention is right, because if your intention's not right, people feel that. It doesn't matter what you say. There's no script in the world that can help you if your intention's not right. So, but if you're coming from service, it works.
So, okay, I got a bonus question for you. Okay. I'm going to keep you one more question.
Okay.
So what did you lead with when you were talking to someone maybe that you met out and about or on social media? What do you lead with? Do you lead with the product first and when you're marketing a business? Or do you lead with the business specifically and their needs, or both? Or what do you?
I lead with the need. That's my thing. I listen to what they say, and I'm really listening, and then I'm processing it. And if they need product more based on what they said, that's what I lead with. And if I feel like they need money, or they need friends, or they're lonely, they need a sense of family, I lead with that because it's what they really want, and that's what works.
That's awesome. So you're glad that you followed up with Les Brown 37 times.
Oh, it has rewarded me so much in my life. Yeah, it was very much worth it. And I actually was just trying to keep my word because I told him that's what he said to me. So I said, okay. So I felt like I had to do it.
That's so good. So, well, I'm glad you jumped on here. Very impromptu.
Oh,
you're amazing.
Course.
And I pray that this blessed you. So you're not bugging people, right?
No.
If you believe in your product, you believe in your business, and of course you don't want to be spammy. You don't want to be goofy. You don't want to make people feel bad. But if people said that they were interested, but they're not getting back to you, follow up with them until, you have too many other people to follow up with.
And that's the key. Sometimes I remind them, you said you wanted this, and so I hope I'm not bugging you, and I'll say that. I'm just trying to keep my word to get a hold of you. And people respect that.
It's good. So good.
So
thank you for being on.
Right.
All right. I pray that this blessed you. If this blessed you, give Janine some hearts and some loves. And we got some amazing people, amazing people out here. Quinn is the most amazing person in the planet. Sally, good to be here. Of course, Jen Springer, one of the top leaders. Nice. Karen. All right, guys. God bless you guys. Okay, you can't leave until it's done because it might be the thumbnail. So
okay.
No, just kidding.
Okay.